So let's just start first by introducing yourself. Tell us about you a little bit.
My name is Joseph, and I am the farm manager here. So, yeah, it's been quite a while that the Lord has been speaking about finding a land, a piece of land, and start something. So when the Lord gave us this piece of land, we were so glad. As you can see, we are growing a lot of things at this farm. So yeah, we are busy. This is what we are doing right now. And yeah.
Well, and we had a very interesting story actually for how this land was very much handpicked by the Lord.
Yeah.
Why don't you share a little bit of that story, how we found this piece of land?
Yeah, it's a long story to tell, but I'll make it short. We went to 𝗔𝗯ance, we went to 𝗔𝗁cie first, another province on the west of Mozambique, if I'm not mistaken. So we got there, and yeah, we were able to look. We visited a certain place, a certain land, and yeah, but we couldn't have that peace for that land, that piece of land.
When we stepped on it, it was like, this isn't it.
Yeah, we couldn't have that, that feeling like, we can grow something here. So we came back, and the next day morning, we changed the plan. We thought like, oh no, maybe we have to go to 𝗔𝗯ance. There's another district. It's about 70 kilometers from here. So me, Pastor Bell, and another guy, we left to 𝗔𝗯ance looking for a piece of land. We got there, we looked around, and we find there were 2 pieces of land. But even though that was not the Lord was not giving us peace, we couldn't have a peace, with that with those 2 pieces of land. So we came back and we kept praying. So after, I cannot remember well, but it was after 2 or 3 days, a friend of mine called me in the morning. It was around 6:00 a.m. Mozambican time. And then I woke up, I came running to this place. When I got here, he said, there is a land. If you miss this one, I don't know, but this is the land for you. There is a pond, and you have, it's about 7 hectares. So I was so excited as I was walking around, I look at the place, I look at the land, and I was like, no, this is the perfect, because we have water. And the guy said that this water, even with drought, never run out. The water never run out. So then, yeah, I shared with Jason and Susan, and they were happy. They were excited. We came here, look at the land, and the Lord provided money to pay.
Yes, I remember when Susan and I, when we first stepped on it, the same as you.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the land.
That's it. That's it.
And then we're here now, and that was, let's see, that was right at 2 years ago now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot has changed since then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, why don't then, I could share some, but why don't you share a little bit about what the vision and the plan and the reason for the farm?
Yeah, the reason for the farm, we have so many reasons, but one of them is to provide food. We have a children ministry, and in the future we want to provide enough for the kids. And we also, one of the reason is also to share our experience with the community, like teaching them, having some trainings, teaching the community what we are doing here, because we are we are not using inorganic
commercial fertilizer.
Commercial fertilizer. We're using organic fertilizer, like the chicken poop and the other things. So we want to teach the community, and we want to provide food for the kids, and also we have to sell what we are producing in order to have back, you know, money to buy seed and keep on producing what we are producing. So there are so many reasons, and we want to. Another reason is to make this farm become a touristic place, you know, where we can have people coming here for prayer and spend days here, you know, eat our chickens, our 𝗏𝘁𝗶𝘁, our carrots, lettuce, and other stuff. So yeah,
it's so peaceful here, and you've had people say they want to come here, they want to pray, especially pastors, right?
we had one pastor here yesterday praying,
He was here
and
yesterday
yeah,
praying.
that was his second time here. So we are very excited that the Lord is sending people to bless the farm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not only did he handpick it, he's sending people to come and pray.
That's it.
One of the other purposes then for the farm also is that, like you were saying about it giving back, so producing, because we're raising chickens here.
Yes.
So that it can actually produce income to help sustain not only the farm, but the whole ministry here.
Yeah.
And even if that doesn't mean the whole ministry, at least it can help some part.
Some other things needed.
Yeah. That at least there's a certain level of sustainability. But like we've talked about, I think the Lord he has plans for this farm that we don't even know yet.
Yeah.
Which is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Because we only see a little piece of what he's planning for it.
That's true.
Because I still think when he picked this piece of land, he had bigger reasons for it. Let's talk just a minute then too. So though the farm, we've had this piece of land for about 2 years, it took a little bit of time to develop because this was just raw land.
Yeah.
It was grown up in nothing.
Yeah.
So you had to spend some time developing it. And then right away you began to plant and grow. Talk a little bit about what you produced last year.
Yeah, last year we produced some maize, rice, 𝗏𝘁𝗶𝘁, lettuce. We also produced cabbage, green pepper, and beans. A little bit of beans. That was our first experiment.
Just a test.
Yeah, we tested. Maize did not come out very well. We didn't have a good harvest. We didn't have a good crop, I mean. Even rice last year also, we didn't have a good crop. But yeah, we are, you know, we are learning. We are trying to make the soil better.
Yes.
For next season to, you know, harvest good, or to have a good harvest.
Yeah, like you said, because you're using organic fertilization, which is composting, manure.
It takes time
like
to make the soil rich with nutrients.
But it's showing progress this year.
Yeah.
The crops you're doing this year are better than last year.
Now we have pigeon peas, of which is coming very good. And also we had a little bit of some rice this year. Yeah, we believe that the Lord will bless
every year a little better. Well,
getting better.
Last year, when you began to sell some of it, you had people that came here and started buying.
Yeah, we have many people coming to buy cabbage.
Share some of their responses when they seen some of it.
They were so surprised. They were amazed by seeing big heads of cabbage. And they were like, are you using fertilizers like in commercial fertilizer? I said, no. We are using, what do you call, the chicken poop.
The manure and the
manure
compost.
And the composting. So we had, you know, big heads of cabbage.
Wow.
Lettuce, they were looking green. Even the green pepper.
Yeah.
Big green peppers. So yeah, it was good. People were coming down to the farm, buy our products.
That's great.
And yeah, even now, some people this year, they're looking forward. They're waiting to hear from us, like, oh, we have cabbage, we have lettuce. Yeah.
Well, this year, what do you have growing?
We are also growing. This year we have beetroot. We have carrots. We have cabbage. We are also growing coffee. We are growing green pepper, onions, and we are planning to grow garlic.
Garlic also,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we want to plant garlic. Last year we didn't try, but this year we would like to try, because there's a lot of good things on garlics. Yeah, it's an antibiotic, so we would like to try. Yeah.
And then you've got some tomatoes also.
We also have tomatoes, yeah.
And then, like you said, there's a large field with pigeon peas, which is something that most people in the United States don't eat. We don't have that.
Yeah.
But it's very nutritious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we even had the opportunity to try one of the first harvest, and it was very good.
Oh, you tested it, huh?
It was very good. Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, this is what we are trying to do. So pigeon peas is good for kids, but in the future we would love to grow big quantities.
Yeah.
You know?
So even expand the field more.
Expand the field, and also we want to use the pigeon peas mix up with the chicken feed. It's very good for the chickens.
Yes, because we have right now, we initially started with the chicken project in partnership with another organization.
Yes.
But because of circumstances, we are now have our own chicken house.
Our own chicken house. Thank God.
Yes, yes. Praise the Lord. And and you're in the process, and over time, we will build a few more chicken houses, and then also to increase profits.
Yes.
And to increase sustainability.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then we will start hatching.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the challenges, is that you can't always get the supply of chickens that we need.
Yeah, it's not easy to get the chicks because they are coming all the way from Mongolia. It's about 600 or 700 kilometers from here.
A long way, yeah.
A long way. The truck sometimes takes 2 days to get here.
Wow.
But if we can have our own chickens laying eggs and hatching, then yeah, life will become easy.
Yeah, and you can be in a proper rotation, so you can stay in the market always.
That's it. And we can also sell to other people that are also raising chickens, you know.
So having both the broiler chickens, and then also the chicks to sell.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
And then over time, we've talked, and we're even talking about during our time here.
Yeah.
Because on the farm we have two large fish tanks.
Yes.
Yeah. Share a little bit about the plan for those.
Yeah, we have a plan to start raising fishes, of which will be another thing that will raise support for the farm and for the ministry. So yeah, we have a big tank that can fit 1,000 fishes. My mind always is thinking about the chickens. But yeah, we have 2 tanks. So we would like to start with one that fits 1,000 fishes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
So that would be good for the people that will come to visit the farm. They can buy fish from us. Even the community also can buy fish from us. In that way, we'll make life easy for the people around Dondo district. You know, instead of going to Beira, which is about 30 kilometers from here, to buy fish and come down to Dondo, they can buy from us.
Yeah, just come really close.
Yeah, very close.
Because that's the other thing about the farm. When we were first looking, I had my thoughts on a place that was about 3.5 hours away.
Yeah.
Very far from where we do the majority of the work here.
Yeah.
And the Lord provided this land, and it's only 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Just right here close.
Yeah.
And it's even more beautiful here too.
Very peaceful.
It is. It's so quiet. It's so peaceful. It's I could live right here on this piece of land.
Yeah. Well, this place is it's like a Jerusalem, you know, where people are going to come and receive from the Lord revelations and you know, things like that. So yeah, the Lord is doing great things here, and we thank God for what we are busy doing.
Yes. And like you said, right now this is a very large piece of land, and you're only using a very small part of it right now.
Yeah.
As you're getting things prepared.
Yes.
And over time, when all of it is used, this will produce a lot of food.
We believe the Lord is moving us into that. Yeah. So in 2 or 3 years, you know, like to come, the farmer will look completely different.
Yeah. Who knows what it would look like at the.
Yeah.
And the other thing that's beautiful about this land, of course, Mozambique as a whole, but there's a lot of fruit trees. Right?
Yes. Yeah. We have coconut trees, we have mango trees, we have cashew trees, and we are planting what do you call lychees?
Lychees,
yeah,
which are so good.
Very good.
Lychees are so good.
Yeah.
I can't wait until
we
they
planted
produce.
5. Unfortunately, 2 died, but we have 3. So once we have those 3 grown up, we will do grafting for them to bear more fruit.
We don't have lychee in the United States either.
Oh.
So people, I don't know if they know how delicious it really is.
Yeah,
It is
lychees
so
are
good.
very sweet. They're very
Yes.
good. They taste so good.
And so you want to have a small little grove of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be really good. And so we're talking then on the farm here over time, we'll have the produce, have fruit trees,
Yes.
nuts, because there's a couple of cashew trees, right?
Yes, we have a couple of cashew trees.
And then over time we will have chickens, fish,
Yes.
goats eventually.
Goats, and maybe in the future we can also have some sheep. Who knows? Yeah. For meat.
We have a lot of room here to do so much.
Yeah.
And even though you and the team have worked so hard,
Yeah.
still a lot of work though.
Yes, we still have a lot.
A lot of work.
We still have
Because
a
some of the other things we need to do here, we need to build a small farmhouse.
Yeah.
So that someone can live here comfortably to oversee everything, even at the night.
Yes, because we have 2 guys, Pedro and Manuel. They have to ride a bicycle every day, you know, and it's about an hour riding a bicycle, 45 minutes to an hour sometimes. It depends on how fast they are.
Yeah.
But when they get here, sometimes they are tired and they have to start with their daily duty.
Yes.
So having a house here, that would be better, because then they can stay here and they wake up in the morning. Yeah. And they go and do their daily duties. Yeah.
And it'll provide better security because someone will be here all the time.
Yes.
Especially as it begins to grow more.
That's it.
Well, right now then, how many workers do we have here on the farm?
We have, including me, we are 7 in total.
7 now?
Yeah.
And then you mentioned that we're talking about the farm being a teaching farm.
Yes.
And the Lord amazingly last year made that happen. Tell a little bit about that.
Well, yeah, last year we had students coming from Young Africa. It's another organization in Dondo. They do training like agriculture. They have different kind of trainings. So last year we had some students. We had 11 students, and they helped us a lot. They also learn a lot from us here. And even now I receive some phone calls from some of them saying, wow, you know what? We were so amazed by, you know, having at your farm and looking at what you guys were doing. We learned a lot about, you know, some other things we didn't know. Sometimes you learn something at school, but when you go to the farm, it's completely different. And yeah, we would love to have some of them joining us here, but we are not stable yet, you know, to have more people. Yeah, as the farm grows, then we will have some. Yeah.
And right now, even there are what, 3 or 4?
Yes, we have 3. They're doing their internship, of which will end this month. They're also from Young Africa. But last year we have students from 2 schools, Young Africa and 𝗔𝗯cie de Frelimo. Yeah, so that was good to have them here.
That is really, and you've been working with one of the secondary schools, right?
Yes, we have some students from secondary school, but we are still waiting to hear from the director. They want to give us we are waiting for their go ahead, you know,
okay.
like permission for the students to start. They've made already the schedule of like 10 students are going this week, or 7 are going next week.
Wow.
You see, so we'll believe by next week we will start having students down here.
That's going to be such a great thing.
Yeah.
They're to be able to help them because they're learning things from books.
Yeah.
But like
yeah,
you're saying,
yeah.
so even the younger students to be able to come here and put it into practice.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Also, we are planning to have our kids coming down to the farm and learn, you know.
Yeah, some of our from our children's ministry and
Yes,
different things.
Children from our ministry to come and learn how to cultivate tomatoes, pigeon peas, couve, carrots, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
We don't want them to grow lazy. Yeah, we want
Yes.
them to be hard workers.
Yes, and learn to be able to produce and provide for themselves.
And provide for themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you talked a little bit briefly about yourself some, but tell us a little bit more. You actually worked on a farm for a while before, right? So tell us a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, I got a large experience by working for 2 companies. The first one, we were growing lettuce, tomatoes, but in big quantities, carrots and green peppers. So then I worked for another company, which was the second one. We were growing, I don't know if you have heard about macadamia nuts.
Yes.
Yeah. So we were producing a lot of macadamia and selling. We were exporting to China, Hong Kong,
Interesting.
South Africa.
So it was a very large farm.
Yeah, it was. It was about 400 something. How do you call? Hectares.
400 something. That's a lot. That's very large.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that's where the Lord gave me this opportunity or privilege to learn a lot about farming. And this was keep on growing inside of me. It was like something developing inside of me. Now one day I would love to have a farm and grow something.
Yeah.
And become a ministry, or it become something that would bless the community or other people around, and also make life easy to other people. So yeah, that's the way how I got a large experience on farming.
But and you also though you have a degree in business administration, human resources, right?
Yes, human resources and administration.
Yeah.
Also, the company I was working for was a South African company. So I was sent to Malawi for 3 months for like a short period of training about agriculture. But that was commercial agriculture, not this small agriculture we are developing. But so yeah, that's how I got to.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. And also, right now you are going to school to be a lawyer, right?
Yes. That's another challenge I am in right now.
Yes, you are very busy man. Yes.
That's another challenge.
Well, Pedro also, he working on the farm.
Yeah.
He has a degree in agriculture, right?
Yes.
And I remember it was so amazing because he had just finished his course. He was sitting, waiting for an opportunity for a few months.
Yeah.
And then 2 years ago when we came, and it was like the Lord said, now is the time to start the farm.
Yeah.
And he brought the land together.
Yeah.
Us together.
Yes.
Pedro in.
Yes.
And so what does Pedro do right now?
Well, Pedro is a great blessing because right after his course, he came and like you said, nothing to do, and the Lord provide the land, and he joined us.
Yeah.
And is doing an amazing work here. If you see as you see, the farm looks green and beautiful, because he is always at the farm every day. He is very dedicated, and also sometimes he's sharing some of his new experience.
Yeah.
You know, he walks around trying to get some experience from other farmers.
That's
So
good.
he also get that experience and bring it into the farm.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's been a great blessing. His experience and our experience as a team comes together and make the farm run and grow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and like you were saying about always learning,
Yeah,
there's always something new that we can learn.
that's true.
And sometimes even if we've learned something that has worked in the past, maybe
Yeah.
there's a new way of doing something
That's true.
that's
That's true.
a little more efficient.
Even
maybe
me,
it
I'm
improves.
learning. There are new things I'm learning here.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah,
good. And even
yeah.
sometimes from the interns learning something new, right?
That's it. That's it. There are things that we are learning from them as
Yeah.
well. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
Starting last year, sort of the same thing with the interns coming in.
Yes.
Tell a little bit about how some of that happened, because that was the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, share a little bit about that.
Well, like I said, this farm is a blessing. So it's the farm is attracting many people. We always receive visitors from agriculture department. Last year they were like every week here.
Wow.
They are the ones who also helping us with some ideas. When they come here, they give us some ideas of experience, you know. And yeah, it's been so good that the farm has been well known. You know, when they come here, they see what we do. They ask if we are using fertilizer, commercial fertilizer, and we tell them no, we are using manure and the other things. So yeah, they are so amazed, and they're like, for example, last year, big heads of cabbage, and they were like, no, you cannot tell me that you are growing this.
So even the people from the department, they're like, no way, that's not possible.
They're amazed. And they are always encouraging us, like, you know what, guys, keep a good work.
Wow.
Keep like that. So it's good when you hear the government encouraging us, you know, to move forward or to keep like that, you know.
I agree, because sometimes here the government hinders instead of helps and encourages.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's why it's been such a blessing also, not just within the farm, but even with the ministry as a whole. We're seeing the different departments in the government. They've been very encouraging, welcoming.
Yes.
And even in some cases asking, like you're saying, that come in and offer their thoughts and advice. And, and that's not normal, is it? That's unusual.
That's unusual, yeah. And last year, if I'm not mistaken, this year or last year, I was invited to go to the radio and speak a little bit about what we are growing at the farm. You know, that was so good. You know, the next day morning, I received phone calls like, "Hey, we heard you speaking. Hey, it was good to hear. Where is the farm?" I said, "No, down there, very close to Young Africa." So yeah,
that is great.
The organization, the ministry is you know, being known, and we are also known, and the Lord is being, you know, introduced into people's life.
Yes,
which is the most important thing.
Yes, and that is something that even when the Lord had given the vision for the farm, we knew it would produce food and do these things. But I think the Lord's primary goal is to introduce. He's using the farm to introduce himself to other people.
Because people always ask me, "Are you Christians?" "Oh yeah, we see the name of your organization." "Oh, wow, hope of a nation. Oh, wow. Are you Christians?" And I'm like, "Yes, we are." So yeah, it's, you know, Christ is being introduced in different ways. Even the students that we received last year from Young Africa, some of them we had an opportunity to share Christ with them, you know. We had that opportunity, and that was good because they were like, oh, hold on a second, are you guys Christians? And we were like, oh yeah, we are. Oh wow, that's good to know. That's why the way how you guys work, it's completely different, you know. You're showing in a different attitude, you see. So yeah, it's always good to take this privilege to share Christ to people, you know. Yeah,
that is amazing, which is like something that's a Lord.
That's it.
That's why he chose this piece of land, I believe.
That's it. That's it. It's like the Lord saying, start from Jerusalem and go out.
Yes.
So we are starting from Dondo, and then maybe in the future the Lord will send us somewhere else and use the same system of like produce and share Christ.
Yeah, it's like we never know. I mean, even for the Lord to give you that opportunity to speak on the radio.
That's it. That's it.
That's just amazing.
Yeah.
Well, what is there anything you would like to just to say directly to the people who might be listening right now? Is there anything you would just like to say?
Well, I would love to at first say thank you for all you have been doing. I believe that you guys are praying a lot. The farm is growing because of your prayers and your help also. But I would love to give you this opportunity to help us growing. So if you sow today, you will harvest tomorrow. So you feel free, come join us, help with what you can, give you what you can in prayer, some ideas. We are open to receive new ideas and anything for the growth of this farm and the ministry. So yeah, that's all I would like to say. The farm is looking beautiful because of your prayers, because of your help. So be part of this. Be part of Mozambique. Be part of Africa. Thank you.
Yes, because here on the farm, not only is there a lot of physical fruit being grown, there's spiritual fruit coming from it as well.
That's it. That's it. Of which is the most important for the Lord. We want to make this place become Jerusalem. So pray and keep focused on what we are doing.
Yes, yes, yes.